Yay! Okay, now it's working. Zoom was trying not to let me into my own meeting. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, what's up, folks? Time for a little. Somebody. I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself? Hold on. Oh. I was like, wait a minute. Did I have a tab open? Yo, welcome to Saturday. All right, cool. We in there like swimwear. No, yeah, Zoom wasn't letting me into my own meeting. Have no idea why. It's kind of silly balls, but yeah, we got it fixed now. Anyway, you know what it is. Time for the Q&A session. So if you guys have any Q's that need aid, let it let it go. Of course you can hear me, L. What's up, Hurst? Good to see you. Big ups, big ups. And let me throw these things in the trash. Oh my God, this week does not want to go away. And I blame Mary Lou because on Tuesday, Paul, remember when she asked me some crap about like uh, Mercury and retrograde, and I was like, planes can't fly backwards. Ever since I said that to her, we got off the phone. Then the tsunami tried to kill me, and then all kind of stuff went broken. And I was like, you know what, Mary Lou, damn it. I think she tried to curse me. She tried to curse me. Dang funny. Oh, listen, I have been looking at this new browser and been trying to get in, and they won't let me in. And I'm kind of mad because I'm a Perplexity Pro user, and I'm like, damn it, I should get first dibs. But this thing is freaking cool. Um, so it does all kind of craziness. Let me fix this dang browser over here. There you go. It does all kind of cool stuff. I was watching Stevens Robles, my homie. I was watching this video yesterday. One of the things that it can do, which is dope for us, is you can go to like a Amazon page and you can open up like tabs for a bunch of stuff, just like this, right? See how you did that? They just kind of did it. You open all of the tabs at once, and then it'll grab all the tabs and like compare all the items for you and give you like a little report. But that also means that it could also make a list block, right? So, for instance, when we're talking about lights, right? I might be doing a workshop for the company and we're talking about lights. I got to go to Amazon and get like links for each one of them. I could just open them up in a straight line and tell this new Perplexity comment thing to just, grab me those links and then generate a quick title and description for them. And then at the bottom, make me a chart that has like tier ratings, right? You know how YouTubers they like to like put crap on tier ratings, right? Let's do ACTION I can't spell. Let's see if anybody did one of those charts. Yeah, there you go. It's like that, but it's normally like they normally do A, B, C, and S. S tier is like normally the highest. You know what I mean? Like God tier, right? So it could take all your cameras and like just throw them into like a little rankings chart like that. Like this thing is super super sick. So even if you don't have Perplexity Pro, if you're not a person who's like, oh hey, it's gonna steal my lunch, you should go to perplexity.ai/comment and put yourself on the wait list because I love me a fancy browser. I really hate Chrome. Chrome sucks. I've been using Arc browser for a hot minute. I use Chrome when I'm doing live streams because it needs to. However, this thing is like saucy. It can do so much more. That was just one of the things that I came up with. But you can check these examples out that they did and then go see my buddy Steven. Let's see, STEPHENROBLES. And then check out his video he just did right here, this AI browser video. This thing is dope. Oh my God, it's freaking off the chain. Can't wait until I get off the stupid wait list. I'm irritated. I'm like, I'm a Perplexity Pro user like 3 years in a row. Y'all got 600 of my dollars. Damn it, give me the browser. Give me the damn browser. Okay, so D Creative Vision. I won't be an asshole and make you wait for the video in 2 days. I'll just tell you. I love it. I absolutely love it. There are some things. All right, this is crazy. Like, I hate to be the person that has to be in a position to tell somebody which one to pick because I don't think you need to just pick one. I think if you already own Final Cut and considering you can get DaVinci for free, it's worth downloading it anyway because there'll be some things that you're going to want to do in DaVinci because they're just way faster, way easier. You can get them done. There's also the ability to say, okay, the way DaVinci does the initial cut down, right? Dude, my video, if y'all know if you see my video yesterday, Final Cut don't know how to do that. And DaVinci does. And I was like, son of a biatch. Like, it is crazy. Like, if Final Cut had that, it would make life way easier. Especially because yesterday, Paul and I ran a workshop talking about Taha. And Taha is actually a pretty dope Opus Clip type situation that's a little bit better. But all of them do really shitty AI reframing. And they even admit that they do really shitty AI reframing. Like, it just, they're not good at it. Nobody's really good at it. And so what they all tell you to do is like take a swing at it. And if it doesn't work, go into the editor in, say, like Opus and move it around. And family, the editor that's built into Opus or any of the rest of these things is a tad bit dookie. And I mean, I like Opus. It's a freaking dope app, but it's a little bit dookie. Let me see if it accidentally grabbed one of these ones that's me and Lou. This one is just me. They recently, I don't know if you noticed this, Paul, recently Opus has done what Taha has on their thing where they just automatically start sucking in your clips. I had to turn it off because when it automatically sucks in the clips, it was using credits, and I was like, maybe I didn't want to do that one, so I had to turn it off. But like, yeah, this right here, here's a good example. I don't even know what it says. Let me play it.
Do you have a comment that's gotten stuck in your head?
Yeah, today.
Whether good or bad?
Today.
Yeah, like this one, right? Talk to us about this one.
The dude just said I would have subscribed to you, but like I don't understand. I only understand, or something about I don't understand non-standard English. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't understand non-standard English? Like, first of all, I know what he means. I know exactly what he means because, well, I can't say that. I can say what I feel he means is because I do my videos and being a longtime DJ and a lover of music and pop culture, I do slip in hip hop slangs in my videos. I do say street oriented things in my videos. And when something is successful, I say, damn, that's gangster. And if you don't understand what that means, good. I'm not for you. I might go. And this is something that Paul and I talk about all the time. Paul How to Repair, who's in the chat today. Thank you, Paul, for being here.
Wow, I mentioned that dick.
All the time. Your channel should be bigger. Or you should have more stuff or whatever. I was like, maybe I kind of don't. Because everybody that has some crazy stuff like that to say to me, it won't affect me. I got thick skin. But I'm not for them. I'm not here to anglicize my speak in order to make you feel better. I'm here to teach content in a manner with my style and my characteristics that people love. And I know that you can learn because Chef Prudhomme was Cajun AF and was a famous chef when he said all myriad sorts of things that, people in the country didn't understand. And for years, the networks tried to get him to stop saying country Cajun-y things. And he couldn't. That's built into him, right? We've had people tell people to like not use their accent. We had like, during the time when everybody was sort of anti-Cuban, you had Desi Arnaz literally get crap on TV because he wouldn't get rid of his, Jess and Lucy, I'm sick and telling you this, it became comedic, but people would, try to get him to stop that and try to become more, hi, Lucy, I'm Desi. And it's like, he can't do that. Dude was Cuban. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for. That's my first time hearing that. It's actually, it actually pretty good. Um, so this one though, look at the framing. The framing is kind of off. And so what people say, first of all, let me cover two things at one stone. Hey, speaking of which, no pun intended. I swear to you, no pun intended. Let me cover two things with one stone. Paul and I were just talking about this yesterday too. Like that short, the AI free framing is not good, but the message is fine. Leave it. Don't touch it. Don't edit it. Send it. But if you're going to be matter of fact, I'm going to download that one because that's pretty good. I might shorten it. I might make a long version and a short version and push both. The minute you find yourself, where did D-Vision go? D-Creative Vision. The minute you find yourself wanting to edit that inside Opus, you effed up. Because that editor is, Opus is dope. That editor is dookie. So the best maneuver would be to download this sumbitch as clean as possible. Something that Opus does, which I forgot about until just you asked this question there, my good feller, is Opus actually has the export, the XML to DaVinci. So I'm trying to click this sumbitch and zoom. Here, let me embiggen this just a smidgen. Hey, that did not work. Don't do that. Sorry. Come back. Baby, come back. Uh-oh. Reset. Oh, I know what I did. Sorry. I know what I did. There we go. If you, man, you dang it, go back to where I was. You can press this and you can export the XML and then you can just bring it straight into DaVinci and go to town. Or what I was saying is, I know where this video is because we just shot it. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second, people.
That was easy.
Move, move, body, move, move your body, do you move?
Thank you, T-Rat. Somebody I've known for many, 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 many years. Thank you, T-Rat, for becoming a member. Appreciate you, bruh. Yes, okay. Back to that thing. Yeah, the script can eat a sandwich. No, I can edit way faster in a traditional editor now. Now, if you're not an editor or you don't claim to be or whatever, the script is fine. But for those of us that know how to use Final Cut, DaVinci, Premiere, even Gretchen and iMovie, you can edit way faster than traditional. Even CapCut, rest its soul. It's like pour a little out for CapCut. Yeah, the script, yeah, same problem. And the things that's built into the script, the Discord, my God, I'm gonna speak English today. That text editor thing that's built into the script is built into Premiere and DaVinci now. And you have a full functioning editor at this point. So again, the whole point is if you find yourself in a position where you want to edit this, don't stop. Just let it go because you're over perfecting and you don't really need to. But if I were to press this button to hit the edit mode, I could then in turn take my clip and move it over correctly as it should have been. And then, yeah. Huh? What? Nope. Nope. Oh, I see what you're saying. Let me get it back to where it was. Okay, so hit this first. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And then, okay, so doing what Paul said, right? So if I apply this and I would go then later, I got to find the next place that screwed it up and I got to do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Right? And then I'm going to have to wait for it to re-render and do it. And seriously, I can do that entire thing in DaVinci in under 2 minutes. So with gig internet, I can download that sucker and fix it in a matter of seconds and be done with it. And DaVinci does AI reframing better than the web apps. So that's something that DaVinci does that Final Cut doesn't do. That's something that all of the AI guys try to do, they just can't really do them. Paul, he said, hold on. Let me fix that. I think we're good now, Kevin. Try to say something, Paul.
Which Paul?
You.
Oh, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
They didn't hear you the last
Okay.
time because I hadn't pressed the add button.
Oh, the other thing too with that people forget, the purpose of a short is to get people interested to go over to your channel and see something else. So it doesn't have to necessarily be perfect. It just has to entice them to come over.
Correct. That's the main thing. Like I don't think it's worth going in there and tweaking and editing, but of course people can't help themselves. Like they're like, well, I'm gonna like show off the best, and I'm like, nah. So yeah, discard those changes. So you're saying select the whole clip. Wait, how
Yeah, you got to see how it's got split. So you want to drag across, start at the far right, and then just drag and there you go.
and then press
Now go
crop.
into crop.
Oh yeah, it says crop
Yep.
4 scenes now.
Crop 4 scenes.
Yeah, see, that's just silly. But like, I can fix lose crop. Oh, and one thing that's to tell you though, if you do this once or twice, you can figure out maybe I should go change the aspect ratio of my boxes. You know what I mean? So that it does a better job. So I'll say apply that to all scenes, but that only covers her.
Right. Then you got to go. Then you want to go.
Do
Now
it
go
again.
back in and
Select this one first. do
yeah,
it.
select everything.
See, this is crazy. That's just way too much work, bro. I could have been finished. I could open this up in a traditional editor and be done. And I get it. I understand these things exist for people who don't know how to edit. Yeah, I'm going to say something absolutely mean. That ain't my problem. That's not my problem. That's up to you to figure out what to do. And let me try slide it now. Does a much better job. But then by the time I do that and go to save the changes, now it's going to do twirly, 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 and it's going to rethink and it's going to be like, okay, now I got to re-edit it and blase, blase, blah. I don't know. Like, to me, I could do
But
it much faster in a traditional editor.
Yeah. Now the other thing to keep in mind too is Opus, as you saw it with that, it had all these splits and cuts. It's grabbing pieces out of your stream, so it could grab sections all over the place and put them together to create that
Yeah,
short.
that doesn't necessarily work. I was showing that yesterday in my video about like cropping out parts in order to make it just flow faster as a short. And Final Cut excels at this because of the range tool. Range delete, range delete, range delete, range delete, range delete. So yeah, there it is. And again, Kevin, this is the whole point. Like, if you don't know Jack, stick with Opus, knock yourself out. But I'm assuming, coming back up to the OG question, when D Creative Vision asked that question, just the fact that it says Creative Vision means they're in the video, like, they're going to know how to edit just a wee bit. So it's going to be faster. And I don't know why Rob came up in here to make trouble. And it's, so yeah. I really do think it's faster to just sometimes just edit it. The other thing that I mention all the time in the creative process, if I'm doing an interview and say I'm doing a cool panel with Chris and Strict. I'm gonna try this again. Let's say I'm doing a panel with DJ Strict and Chris Stone, and Chris says something dope, right? I can make a little marker so that I know where that is and just hit M on the keyboard or just write it down on a piece of paper if you're just trying to be fast about it. I can also sort of remember what that is. And when we're done, I'm like, yo, brothers, you guys got a couple more minutes? And they're like, yeah, of course. They always say, yeah. I'm like, Chris, can you say something to the effect of what you were talking about when you were mentioning why, how Amazon has worked out for you and Jim? And then I'm just re-record it. I'm going to just re-record it clean. As a matter of fact, you guys have watched me do this before. If I'm in the middle of saying something and something comes out good, I'll say, hold on. I'm going to restate that cleanly so that I can clip it later. Like, if you say something dope or you get a good question, right? Like Kevin saying, that's your comfort, though, first of all, I'm not comfortable. I don't do comfort. I don't agree with it. I think comfort is the best, fastest way to die is get comfortable. Don't espouse that upon me, little brother. It might be easier for some, and that's the other thing. I'm not about always easier, because convenience can be the beginning of downfall as well. Someone who doesn't have the knowledge base, but I agree, to learn the editor and do things right from the beginning. Yeah, so both, all of the above of what Kevin is saying is true. I push my comfort levels on purpose because I'll give you a for instance, and this is no swing at my brother Chris. Many of our friends have been using the script for about the last 4 or 5 years since it come out, and it's easy to like my buddy Jeff. It's easy to just use that and keep using it and keep using it and keep using it because it works. And people love to say the dumbest statement that I'll ever hear, or I just do that because it works. And they're missing all the new opportunities that have come upon them. And because you miss the new opportunities that come upon them, you eventually end up with the tool that is now 8 years old, no longer performs good, and you don't know how to do anything else because you stayed there. You didn't bother to check. And I'll admit it, that was me with Final Cut. I've been on Final Cut since day one. Like, I know people in the Final Cut team. I know the head of the Final Cut team. And I always looked at DaVinci from back when it was a super expensive program and it kind of sucked and I didn't really like it and it was crash worthy and the whole 9 yards. Now they're on DaVinci 20. So Paul C says, can you check it out? I check it out and I'm like, damn. Ooh. I got way too comfortable in my Final Cut game to even miss out on all the cool shit that DaVinci can do. Right? And so it's a reminder that sometimes it's important to step out of your lane and go check out other things as well. Even though your lane is working for you, that doesn't mean you got to change. It means you should at least know the landscape of what else is available to you. You know what I mean? 2 years ago, I started buying Fuji cameras, and now I'm in love with them. I still have my Sonys. I love them. I even went as far, damn it, Gretchen, to buy a Canon. And I can tell you, of all of the above, I want to kick that Canon in the nuts. But it does take beautiful imagery. It does take, it's a very nice camera. I just don't like it. I don't like their menuing system. And that's coming from a Fuji person who their menu system is stupid. The Canon one is confusing. The way the HDMI out system works in it is irritating as shit. But, is what it is. It's a good camera. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to Gigi. What is up, Gigi? Good to see you here, sis. Appreciate you. But yeah, Kevin, you're right. Familiar would be a better term of art. But yeah, so far, this 30-day experiment that Paul sent me down, and I gotta say, I'm thankful. Like, I can't say yet if I would make the full ass switch, but I definitely know the tools well enough to know what's going to be faster in this tool, what's going to be faster in this tool. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you can do your whole kitchen with a frying pan, a pasta pot, a saucier, and a paring knife, and a 8 to 10 inch chef knife. Yes, you can run a whole kitchen with just that. But why? You run a whole kitchen with just that because you broke or because you're a minimalist. If you happen to have the resources, the time, or the space to get the other tools, then you can run it better. You can be more efficient because you could be cooking corn in one sauce pot and sauce in another sauce pot. But if you only got one, you stuck. What you was going to say, Paul? Or are you just opening your mouth, breathing?
No, I was going to make a comment about the thing that we showed yesterday, Taja. I highly encourage people to check that thing out because it's been impressive.
Yeah,
I mean, it does the clips that it's in. I'm going to throw a link in just in case anybody wants to check it out. But it's done. It does clips. It does text write-ups. It does chapter markers. And it does a pretty good job. It'll even create a thumbnail for you too.
Yeah, it is.
If you need.
I was actually very impressed by it. I like the thing is, it's weird. All of these tools came out that kind of sort of do the same thing, but they don't. It's like saying all cars have 4 wheels and an engine. Well, they used to. Some cars got 4 wheels and a motor because electric cars have motors, not engines. But anyway, they got some form of powertrain and, a couple of tires, but they don't all do the same. Like, you're not going to take Gretchen's Eurovan out and try to hit the quarter mile. When the Porsche is done, Gretchen will still be buckling her seatbelt because, it's not made for that. It's made for what it does. It's made for traipsing the country and like, living in the van. Same with Paul with his like full ass electric system he got going down. Right? It's a different different thing.
The other thing with these tools are they're similar in many ways. Some of them duplicate what others are doing, but they all do it in different ways.
Yeah.
And the thing is to try them out and see what works for you. You may not necessarily find one tool that does everything, but you may be able to find a couple tools that do exactly what you need, and you don't have to have 27 subscriptions to things.
Yeah.
But,
and that
people
that goes
need to be open to try.
I think it goes to people are trying to make it like their own content. This is the problem that they have with their own content, right? So, yesterday it was brought up, well, how does this compare to Opus? It doesn't have to. They do one thing that's the same. Take long videos and clip them down. After that, the similarities are completely different. Their methodology of attacking it is completely different. In tea ceremony, there are 2 different schools. There's the Udasenke school, and then there's the Sado school. Completely different. At the end of the day, you're doing a Zen process of making tea and drinking tea and socializing and whatever, but they're different, right? Even if we just went to barbecue, there's a way to cook a whole hog in North Click that is not the same as Texas. There's a way to do a sauce with molasses and honey, as somebody brought up last week. And then there's vinegar, and then there's sauce that don't even have no red in it. And there's Korean barbecue, and then there's Hawaiian barbecue, and there's Japanese barbecue, aka yakitori. Like it stops at the fire and the charcoal. Everything else after that is different. And people keep trying to do these comparisons. And I'm like, I think that's how you get stuck. That's how you get the feeling less. And so what happens is if Gretchen was to make a video about the Canon PowerShot V1, doesn't mean I can't make one, because mine is different. First thing, I'm not going to take mine and send it somewhere to get the sensor yanked out and turned into infrared. Gretchen's crazy. That'd be like the first thing she did. She'd be like, oh, here's a $1,000 camera. Let me cut it up and put an infrared sensor. So also, people who watch her aren't going to watch me, right? There's somebody that's looking for an older person to teach them how to do a camera. And then there's me, right? Then there's you.
Older person that's grumpy.
And then there's Gretchen, right? You get a nice old lady, a weird-ass old man, and then me. So that's three different audiences for the same thing. Like, people be tripping like that. And so, even doing this experiment, and yes, at the end, I'm going to have to make a video about, like, my thoughts on DaVinci versus Final Cut. And I'm going to go Cat Williams full on. Real pimps choose both. Right? And yeah, I would even go as far as to say it's actually worth the $600 to own both of them. Now, Final Cut, you got to pay for. DaVinci, you can get for free. The free one does a lot of stuff. But the whole reason why we started this trip was because Paul C. wanted to see all the AI stuff. So I had to get Studio. And it's worth it, bro. It's worth it. It does some things. It does some things that are just, they're just on point. Like, it's really hard to describe some of the stuff that it does that, it's kind of weird that Apple's been slipping on Final Cut. But you know what? They're in a different direction right now. They're working on some different things. They only have a certain amount of people. And everyone keeps thinking like, oh, they're going to give up the Pro Division. Yeah, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But the reason why DaVinci, I think, is as good as it is the exact same reason why Final Cut is as good as it is, but on two different sides of the spectrum. That is a really weird statement to say. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. Okay. The reason why DaVinci is as good as it is the exact same reason that Final Cut is as good as it is, which is the reason why Premiere will always be third tier in comparison to the other two. Now, the answer is the same, but the methodology to that answer is different. Here's the answer. Apple makes hardware. Final Cut is fine-tuned for the processor. When we say never crashes, I mean never. But if I had to open Final Cut 1,000 times, it might crash once or twice out of 1,000. If I happen to open DaVinci 1,000 times, it might crash 10, 15 out of 1,000. Paul, put the stomach away, dude. Come on. I just ate. If I have to, y'all can't see that. Y'all are lucky. If I have to open
The other
Premiere,
Paul.
that was the other Paul. Yeah. If I have to open Premiere 1,000 times, it will crash 300-400 of them. It just does. But that's because Adobe doesn't make hardware. DaVinci, Blackmagic Design, makes hardware. So their colors are dope because they make cameras. Their color correction is amazing because they make cameras. Their rendering and their color processing, their special effects that's built into the app, you don't have to buy all these other weird plugins and stuff, is because they make cameras. Like they know what to do with the actual video itself. There is something known as Blackmagic Raw. There is something known as Apple ProRes. One of the formats that you write in your computer on a daily basis is in QuickTime, made by Apple. So they just do things with the level of knowledge that they have that the other competitors don't have. And that's what gives them the edge, if you will. But, hey, get in where you fit in. And yes, different tools for different jobs. I'm a big believer in that as well. I'm definitely not, I don't want to travel anymore with my A7 IV and a bunch of lenses and things like that. I want to grab either the Fuji or the Canon and just go point and shoot, keep the family happy, because I'm not making them, sit around and watch me change lenses and set up tripods and do all the kind of weird stuff. That's something really dope about that process. Guys, don't forget, this is Q&A. You are able to throw in questions and don't just listen to me. The thing that always drove me crazy was the audio side of it. And I know it's gotten better, but the audio side of it just, when I first started using it, just didn't work for me. Which is weird because their studio product came from somebody that worked at Isotope and it should have been better. But yeah, it didn't. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Also, the weirdness of the way they upload things. If I'm on my computer and I'm using the app on the computer, why do I need it to upload to the server for? Like, I'm on my computer on a very fast processor. Just do it on the computer. Do it locally. Like, stop sending stuff to the cloud for no reason. Like, I didn't understand that. But I have an idea. I think I have an idea. Okay, for instance, if you finish a recording in Ecamm and you press edit in the script, it sends it to the cloud and then it opens the project, which I thought was weird because the script is on my computer. Ecamm is on my computer. The video is on my computer. But if you send it to the cloud and you happen to get purchased by an AI company, what are they training the model on? Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of video that gets uploaded to their servers. So, yeah, there's that. That's what I think. In comparison with the ZV-1 and the CV10, you're not worried about the lens part. Would you say the ZV-1 Mark II makes a better choice? I'm assuming the ZV-E10. The thing about the ZV-1, the plain ZV-1, and I don't know if Kathy came in yet. Kathy here? She was here the other day. She has one, and for something that you could just grab in your hand and go, it's the most amazing camera. Like, I really believe that most people starting out should stick with something that is point and shoot and can't change lenses. I honestly think that because you spend too much time tweaking. Listen, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, and I will get one in and I will let you know. But if I was doing a studio setup right now, here's a camera that I would definitely put on my high list. This is going to sound funny. Nobody laugh at me. I'm about ready to take shots. Here we go. If I was going to pick a camera right now, I would probably buy this. This is 2 days old, but it looks pretty dope. And it works, with the teleprompter. But it's a 1 by 1.8 sensor. They support glass lens filters, which I'm just like, Mary, sweet mother of Jesus. Paul just recently switched to like the Osbot version of something like this. And yeah, this is just dope. Gigi, I have the answer for you. Don't throw it out the window, ma. But yo, this is really clean. So I'm going to get one in and see what the picture quality looks like. But this thing is actually dope. And I think a lot of people need to start with something super simple. Start with their phone and make sure they get it done and stop tweaking. There you go, Aubrey. Exactly. Just get in and just leave it alone. Like, don't mess with it. Gigi, I have the answer to your question, and I can't grab it right now because it's working. I legit just posted this. Let me go to my channel and copy this floppy. This link is for Gigi. No, stupid. That's not the link. Never mind. Copy. There you go. All right. So I just made this video, Gigi, about the fan cooler that Luis told me to get. I don't know why I listened to him. Nothing more frustrating than to be shooting content, live stream, Zoom meeting, whatever, and have your camera mode, which was a little loud. Yeah, there's a little one underneath my hand. And then you had the regular mode. Don't get the Ulanzi version. Don't deviate from the Ulanzi version. Just get this one right here. It's called Corticool. It's made by Small Rig and about 7 other companies. They make the same thing. And my ZV-1, ZV-E1, which is back there, gets much hotter than the ZV-1. And it cuts off after like 10 minutes. And I put that fan on, and this camera has been on for 4 days so far, and it ain't tripped. I turned it off on the tsunami day because I took it upstairs for safekeeping because I didn't want to come down here and have it swim. Shut up. See what y'all did? Y'all done woke up Luis. This fool said because I know what I'm talking about. Shut up, Luis. Yeah, this thing is good. I'm going to give you credit. Bro. That thing is super, super nice. Oh, sorry. Kevin said, what did you buy today? It's called the El Guido India Delgado Facecam 4K. It just came out on Thursday. And yeah, Elgato Facecam 4K. I watched the video from my people at Elgato, and I watched some of the other creators that just started using it. It's pretty. There's Phil. What up, Phil? I don't know what nephew is doing over here. But yeah, it's actually, and the first face cam, Dookie. This one actually looks pretty good. It's funny that they're showing the demo clips, and that dude busted out the monitor that I was looking at, the long skinny monitor. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna get it in. Luis is listening and moving, listening and moving. Hey, At slid in the back door. What's up, At? Yeah, I think that's a really cool setup. But yeah, this camera cooler thing that Luis put us onto, I did the testing and it's been running like a champion. I don't know why Karen is texting me TikToks when I'm live. That's funny. I'll check that later. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Absolutely cool stuff. Ooh, I was going to show you guys something that I've been messing with that's actually pretty cool. Let's see. Gretchen said, don't faint, but I'm actually currently editing a video in DaVinci based on your class challenge. Old footage from 2015 trip to Alaska. Lots of small plane footage and bears. There you go. There you go. All right, how are you finding it so far, Gretchen? Why are you laughing? Unmute and answer the question out loud. Stop being.
Answering the question out loud. I am forcing myself not to be distracted every 5 minutes by going off and doing something that is easier and more fun. I'm like, oh gosh, I could go sort my socks, or I could go, you know, read another chapter or something like that. No, I'm getting there, and
I gotta give you that. I gotta give you that because the interface is ugly, so it's easy to be like, ugh, I don't want to be here, but it's actually powerful.
And I have to get, you know, and I haven't made it through all your videos. I've made it through like 3. Okay.
They are
I'm way behind, but I did, you know, I did every day of World Watercolor Month instead of doing that, which was a fun challenge in itself. But this is, I've figured out how to get the footage in a place where I can have it there each time. It doesn't show up in that blank red thing like it was like, what?
Oh, the media guide.
Missing media. So now I have it on the Crucial, and I've moved the stuff there, and I'm going through that, and I'm going step by step, and then I'm just trying to resist just dumping it all in iMovie.
Yeah, no.
Getting it done. But this is kind of a challenge I had. It's not, I mean, it's been in there since 2015. It's not like it's going anywhere. The cool thing is that by waiting that long with the new Lightroom reflection removal tool, the pictures that I have taken out of these small plane windows, like of the glaciers and stuff, are like all of a sudden clear because I can remove the reflection that was in the windows. I mean, it was crazy. So there's a lot of good things about it. And other things we'll see. We'll just put it all together. It's not a instant project. It's just a kind of a do and learn project for me. Now.
Much easier to learn. You know, I found something out as I'm going through this rabbit hole that Paul C sent us on. There are people who edit their photos in Resolve because it is such a high grade color editor. And I was like, that sounds weird. But yeah, because it is. So every movie that you watch on the TV or the movies or whatever is normally colored in DaVinci, right? Because that's like the industry standard for colors, ACES, whatever. And people are pulling and doing color edits directly in DaVinci. I'm like, that's crazy, but it makes sense and it's free. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's interesting.
It's interesting because there are some photos that I want to pull in that I've gone back through all my the bear photos. I mean, he only took 3,000 pictures up there.
That's it.
In 3 days.
When she says
you know,
bear photos, she means like actual Kumasan, like claws,
yeah,
fish
claws,
in the mouth,
teeth,
yogi, boo boo.
you know, fish getting their heads ripped off and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, there's some that I have already edited, and it's interesting to see how my editing style has changed in 10 years.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm going back to pull in the original, not the
raw.
edited version, and bring those into the footage as stills along the way. So now if DaVinci, if I can edit them in DaVinci, I won't have to, I can just dump the ones I want to use into a file. Okay, now I'm thinking. You got me thinking, damn. I can
Listen.
dump, I can choose the ones I want, dump them into a file, pull those into DaVinci, and then I won't have to go back and forth between
Yeah.
Lightroom and DaVinci
That's
if
how
I
you do
can
it.
edit them in DaVinci. But that means, okay, now editing photos doesn't freak me out at all.
Yeah.
Editing,
It's
why
super
is it
funny.
the change in a simple word? You change from video to photo, and I'm like, oh, I can do that. You change video, and I'm like, no. But
It's funny. It's funny you say that. I'm gonna send you the video that I found of the person that was editing photos, and let's see if it makes sense to you, because you'll understand.
okay,
I wanted to mention that K-Walk showed up, so thank you, K-Walk. It is literally like Beetlejuice in here. We'd be mentioning people, and then they pop up because someone had asked a question about the ZV-1, and she's still rocking that sucker, and it's still dope, and I think it still deserves much credit. I lovingly gave mine away. I wish I didn't sometimes, because it's actually cool. Gigi had a question. Let me get to Gigi. Says, I've been using Edis, IG's proprietary software. I'm loving it so far for someone who needs ease of use. Have you used it? Yes, I use it. Absolutely can't stand it. But that's my problem, not yours. I have big fingers, so editing on the phone is just dookie to me. I try to avoid it at all costs. I just have big fingers, and it's hard. Like, I'll be over there like, and it's just like, oh God, I'm over it. The thing, IG, listen, come here. Listen, Adam, you bitch. The iPhone app. It's 12 years, bro. The iPhone app for Instagram still coming in as 9x16 on a freaking $3,000 fully loaded iPad, you bitch, is the dumbest fucking thing into tech. And your Instagram, son, it's not like you lacking money. It's not like you're lacking developers. It's not like you're lacking people who own iPads, you turd. Make the app go full screen so that I can edit on my iPad. Yeah, bitch. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, that drives me crazy, bro. IG, seriously, it has been 12 years and you still haven't fixed Instagram on iPad. There's like 1 billion iPads floating around. Come on, son. What are we doing here? Anyway. Yeah, so I don't like it. It works, I guess, but I'm not a fan. CapCut going away left a big dent in a lot of people's soul. They don't have an iPhone app yet, but cutting in DaVinci on the iPad for free will go a long way. Cutting in LumaFusion on the iPad for $20 will go a long way. Actually, I think it's $50 now. And cutting in iPad and Final Cut for $4.99 a month will go a long way, as opposed to using those editors. That being said, if you're just repurposing clips the way we were talking about earlier, just take the clips that come out and run with them. Like, don't get crazy. And I don't know if y'all, I didn't mention this yesterday, but Paul started it. Freaking Paul. Wait, wrong way. Just poke this. We're going to do another 30 days of shorts, just cranking them out. Just cranking them out. Get them out, get them out, get them out. Like, let them loose. Don't over-edit. Let them fly shorts. Doing another 30 days. So, yeah. That's where you just take the ones that your repurposer spits out and just run with them. Don't even fix them. Just let them go. And then if you think that idea was good, remake that video a couple days later cleanly. And that's just to say, no, because the thing that gets missed is, and Gretchen just said it, I have at this point 28 videos about DaVinci, and she's only watched 3. And not only is she a member and a long-standing, member of the community, she's my friend. She still ain't seen but 3 of the 28 videos. So everybody not going to see everything. So just keep pumping them, because those are really good to get people to come to your channel. So Rich said, so what workflow to do color work in DaVinci? Edit in Final Cut Premiere, etc., then export it to DaVinci for correction? A lot. I mean, a lot of my friends do this. A lot of my friends who refuse to let go of Final Cut because they can just cut so quick in it, like myself, take the finished product and then open the XML in DaVinci to color. This is 100% true. So many people do this. I so far haven't touched the coloring side of DaVinci because I think for this community here, none of y'all need to touch color correcting. It is a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole. But you will notice I've developed a lovely look for this camera. I had to put the full frame back there, right, Rich? So the ZV-E10 blew up. So the ZV-E1 was back there. The first day we tried it, it kept cutting off, and that was irritating. So I got the fan, like Luis said, and now the ZV-E1 is back there. Because the ZV-E1 is back there, it does have a dope type of sensor type of situation. So I am currently shooting in S-Cinetone, but I took the S-Cinetone look and I played with it a wee bit because can I tell you the rabbit hole that I went on, people? Let me tell you the rabbit hole that I went on. I'm going to show you because it's crazy. Why are you still there, Chris? I mean, Phil. All right, so I did this. Okay, nobody laugh at my search. This is what I did. So, how to get Fuji colors on your Sony. And then I found Bray Gray. And then there's a French kid who I found. I found Gabrielle, but where's the French kid? This guy right here. This guy is a beast family. Luis, if you want to crack out for a minute, homie, go here. Because you have a Sony Cinema camera. This nephew right here, yo, will boink your nerves. Let me get you a full copy. And I can't even say the name. Vers Dani Alix. And I was like, listen, French fry, this dude is gangster. And so I went in and I tweaked my Sony to look like my Fuji. And I came up with a nostalgic negative, high contrast, lifted shadows. I mean, Gretchen, you see it, right? Highlightation on the lights in the back. Like
That's crazy.
right? Be like, that's a Sony? Yes, it is, gangster. Because I searched how to get Fujifilm looks on a Sony. I was just swinging for the sky. Fam, I was just like, I'm Big Papi. Green wall. I found it. Rabbit hole for like hours, bro. So what do you do when there's a tsunami coming and you can't do shit else? Watch this crap. They can't wait to get back to the studio. Son, Luis, I want to see your thoughts, and I want to see it on a Luigi stream coming up soon. Cause it's kind of crazy, and I was able to pull it off. And for the most part, anyone can do this. So I took the Cinetone film grade, and then I shifted the white balance +2 on the green, +2 on the red. Set the white balance for my normal, proper, actual color temperature. And then lifted up my shadows. Yeah. Shut up. Stop snitching. Damn it. All right, never mind. I won't explain it. I just let my brother explain it while I drink water. You're an asshole. what June said is correct. What I was trying to say is I lifted the shadows, brought down the black point, adjusted the knee a little bit, and then hit the softness just to help with the highlightation. The rest of the highlightation comes from a black Pro Mist 1/8 stop and the glass of the El Guido. Yeah. So, Luis, this dude took apart the ZV-E10, and then he was like, I'll put it back together. Oh, let me take it apart again, and then put it back together, and then take it apart a third time, and now it doesn't turn on. So, the June Kang repair shop, not recommended. What is that, Alicia? 1 star. Would not recommend. I would have been better off to send it to Mary Lou.
I was going to say, at least he got the parts back together, and Mary Lou had the parts all over the place.
All over the place. What he should have did was took it apart on screen, because at least I would have got views, jerk. Speak 6th grade English to me, sir. What is up? What is up, right guy? Good to see you, fam. How's the baby? How's the baby? He said came to me broken. Oh, that's super funny. See, I know why the world is, June and Ryan went to the same school, so they're both slightly broken. Yeah, that was cool though. Like the Fuji colors on the Sony thing, bro. That dude, the French kid, follow him, and then the brother Bray Gray. Bray Gray, he had an easy explanation. I think that most of you guys could handle. The French dude went a little bit deep. I had to rewind it a few times. I'm gonna give you the Bray Gray video 1, 2, but just his shots, man. Don't press that one. His shots came out so clean. And then it just dawned on me, like, if you could do it with the shots, you could do it. Look at this shot right here. I'm like, you could also pull it off with the film. I mean, not the film, the footage. Even his studio shot looks glorious. So I was going for this, but in dark mode. You know what I mean? So he gives a whole breakdown on how to do it using the creative looks. And actually, on the newer
to look into your JPEG. Your raw file.
Zip it. On the new Bionz XR, any camera that has Bionz XR sensor, ZV-E10 Mark II, A7C, I believe Luis's camera has a Bionz XR2. You have this FL, which is a film look, creative look in there. And then you could take these adjustments down here and make adjustments with the contrast and the highlights and the shadows. And then you have your overall exposure. You got your black point. You know, you can shift it, the sharpness, the clarity. So you can make changes to those looks and you can save them. So, yeah, you can get in there. You can actually get in there and knock it out. So I'll give you this one too, Luis, so you can go and check it out. I need to send this dude a super thanks because between him and Frenchie over there, I had to hook both of them up because they set me up. I think my camera looks dope right now. But that's just me. That's just me. I would tell you what Aubrey is doing right now, but I won't. What is that? What does that middle finger mean? What does it mean? Explain. Yo, it's super cool. Super cool. Yeah, I can't wait to get in and kind of give you sort of that my take on DaVinci. But I don't think for me now it's going to be a DaVinci versus Final Cut. I think I'm gonna pull a Cat Williams again. Real pimps choose both. There are definitely things that I'm going to do in DaVinci because it's just quick. Like the AI reframing thing I did yesterday, family, it's just absolutely quick. Nothing is quicker. But yeah, if I'm going to do like my speed edits, I'm gonna just go into Final Cut because it's just quick for me. What I'm not gonna do is not keep playing with DaVinci because I need to be as fast. I need to be as fast in DaVinci as I am in Final Cut. But y'all got to understand, I've been on Final Cut since day one. Like when it came in the box that was this big. I BS you not. Creative Studio, Creative Suite. No, wasn't what it's called. That's oh man, what was it called? Maybe it was just called Final Cut Studio. Yo, Final Cut Studio was like a huge box, and it was like 1,800 bones. So that's crazy. Can you do reels in other programs? I see the limits of edit, but the go-to for the reel generation. But for long-form content, are others better? Yeah. You got to get in where you get in. On the phone, if I just want to post something as is, I've definitely used it. I just don't like it. It's weird. Like, man, I wish all of these guys, actually, maybe if you have a phone with a stylus, you can probably go to town a heck of a lot quicker. Just doing it with fat fingers is terrible. Maybe a phone with a stylus would get you there faster. Editing on the iPad would get you there faster. I would really appreciate DaVinci or somebody coming up with a better phone app. I might even edit the reels in iMovie on the phone because it might be just faster. I don't know. I just don't like the Edits app. It's not that cute. It's like they did it because they were in an emergency because CapCut was getting cut. That's the thing that seems weird about it. But yeah, I mean, get your reels out however the hell you can. Like, they're on some weird stuff right now, dude. Instagram, I've been saying it for like a year and a half now. Instagram has an identity crisis. I'm really worried about putting any eggs into any baskets to do with IG. I just post stuff because it's there. I post there because it's kind of a habit. It's like stunting is a habit. But I really feel like they have a massive identity crisis. It's really weird. I don't think they know what they want to be. I wish they would make up their mind. I showed you guys last week. They're going to stop letting people stream live to IG if you don't have 1,000 followers. That's just crazy.
They've implemented it.
They did implement it?
Yep.
Damn. Good thing I got 5,000. Can I divide my 5 up and spread it across my other channels? Here, let me see. That rapid air influx sounded extremely weird.
I saw somebody post today about it.
What is up, Little Bits? Little Bits is in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Where's my phone? That's my other phone. Paul is outside enjoying the sunset again.
So, Doc, I think one of the reasons that I'm struggling with DaVinci right now, and I just realized it, is that this video that I want to do with the bears and things, I want to do more to it than I know about DaVinci right now. What I need to really
More
do,
like what?
more things. I want to do like zoom in on stuff that I don't know how to do yet, or adjust things, or I want to get fancy with it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
You're gonna like the
that
zoom
point.
part. It's super easy.
I'm not at that point yet that I know how to do that. So I think I just realized what I need to do is go back and find some old footage that I really is not that important, or something that is simple. Like I did when I learned Ecamm. I started really simply and I did one scene, and I did that for 2 months until I figured that out. And then, so I think I need to go back and just find something very simple and get through the basics, and then I'll do that. And that's why I haven't moved on to more of the videos, because I'm still learning the first 3 videos. So
that's weird.
I think that's my revelation for the day, is that I'm just trying to get too complex too soon, which is one of those things that I tend to do.
I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind because it's super dope. Okay, so in here, this was one of the things that I liked when I was, using DaVinci And I was just like, yo, this is absolutely incredible. So if I were to just put my cursor anywhere, and then, do I need to do this on the edit page or can I do it here? Oh, there's a button right here in the bottom of the, I'm in the cut page right now. You could do it in both pages, but I'm just showing you in the cut page. Right here in the bottom of the thing, there's 1, 2, 3, the fourth button. It says close up. All you do is, let me put an end point. I want the close up to be here, in, and then I'm gonna move a couple of frames. I don't know why I would zoom in on my melon right there. Oh, you dumbass. I changed it. I'm gonna do it again, and I press I twice. And then I'm gonna press out, and then all you gotta do is hit the close up button. That's it. That is the extent of your zoom in. It's gangster. And then of course you can go to the inspector and click on the top one and go to the inspector and back it down a little bit. You have the zoom here, so you can kind of back it out. What I tend to do is do something like take the opacity real quick and pull it down just a little bit, and I match the eyes up. But there's also this thing called dynamic zoom where it's just thinking, right? So you can have it like slowly move in, slowly move out. You can make it linear. You can do like ease in and out. And so if you play from here, let me not go that far back. This guy comes in at 11 ounces and packs 112 watts of power. My favorite thing about this, right? So like the zoom part here is so much faster than any other freaking app. Like it's kind of mind blowing. Now, if I were to take the opacity just a little bit, I'm going to show you what I do. This is not necessarily important, but I'm going to show you why I do this. I'm going to take the Y and bring the eyes down to the same spot. And then I'll put the opacity back up. I think when you do a jump like that, you should keep the eyes in the same spot. It comes in at 11 ounces and packs 112 watts of power. My favorite thing about this charger is that, something about it just, if the eyes stay in the same position, it's less jarring when you zoom in. So I should have definitely done it on a portion of the clip where I'm looking at the camera. But I think whenever you do a zoom like that, you should definitely do it where, okay, like right here in the very beginning. Battery. Everybody hates I start out with low battery. All right, so this is a good spot. I'm going to just hit that as an out point and then hit the zoom in button. So we're starting here. Low battery. Everybody hates, and then I'll just back it up real quick and then hit the opacity, just bring it down and get the eyes closer together. Boom, put the opacity back. And once you know what that number is, because you know your framing, right? For me, I know now that it's negative 450. I don't even have to hit the opacity anymore. I know that based off of where I sit in this chair and I don't move that much, if I bring it down negative 450, it's close enough for government work. And so like in Final Cut, I know what that number is as well. It's not quite 450, strangely enough. But low battery. Everybody hates to get that warning, low battery, whether it's your headphone or your camera. So now it's set up. And if I found another spot where it's cool to jump in. Or even nowadays, your batteries need batteries. All right. So even so I'm going to hit in. And then play. Even nowadays, your batteries need batteries. Pull that back just a smidgen. The fact that you can do this without even thinking about it, like, come on. That's just, to me, it's kind of hard to beat. Even for your regular phone, or even nowadays, your batteries need batteries. And because I know what the number is, I could just slide this back negative 450. You could type it in too if it's faster for you. This keyboard that I'm working with right now doesn't have a 10 key. How is it that whenever you stop a video, you always stop it on some weird ass face? You ever notice that? Even if you take a screenshot of people, it always stops in the weird space. So camera or your regular phone, or even nowadays, your batteries need batteries. We are always, that's simple. Like that simple. To me, that having a built-in close-up like that, I use for Final Cut, I use adjustment layer, and unfortunately on adjustment layers you don't have a way to save it so that it's the same every time, but I end up just copying and pasting it from project to project to project, which is irritating. I wish they had a way for me to take my favorite adjustment layers, set what I set on them, and leave them in a folder somewhere so that I can just grab them and go with it. But you also have adjustment layers in DaVinci. It's we're getting Wayne's World extreme. That's super funny. How are you dealing with not having your FCP plugins in DaVinci? Easy. I haven't been using too many plugins in general for this 200
Experiment.
This 200 and something, 274. I've been trying to avoid going too crazy with the edits because that's the only way you crank out a video every day without losing your mind. So I haven't been using that many plugins altogether, but like most of the plugins that we pay for Final Cut are built into DaVinci. Like the text stuff that's built in, oh my God, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I did, however, pick up a pack, and I think I told in my video, I think I said, Paul, you need to get this. I don't know if he listened to me. He don't always listen to me. Mr. Alex Tech. Did you get the Mr. Alex Tech plugin, Paul?
Paul C. Oh,
Yeah.
he's frozen on the screen.
No, he's frozen
He's
and
not
holding
moving.
the damn beer.
Oh,
over
there he is.
Did you grab these plugins, the Mr. Alex Tech plugins? Yeah, do it, fam. It's gonna go, especially for what you're doing. It's gonna go a long way. So this is the Magic Zooms, kind of like what Gretchen is asking for, and they have a free plugin for it, actually, Gretchen. So you don't even have to know how to do that. You can just use this, and you can download the free plugin, and it will get you kind of far. There's also Magic Animate, where they have a free plugin. I just think Mr. Alex Tech is such a good DaVinci teacher. I just went and bought both because it was $60 for both. These two packs right here cover a large amount of what we use in Final Cut. Like these two packs right here cover it. And as a matter of fact, just get these free joints and knock yourself out. And then if you find out that these are dope and you really like it, then go back and get this dude the rest. And I just wanted to support him because more than likely I probably wouldn't use much more than the free, but I wanted to support him because he's a good teacher and he has some pretty cool stuff in here. So I was showing y'all the other day, like some of the crazy stuff that's in here. What did I do with my Resolve? Get that back open, hit this guy. So if and when, let's say, you're always looking right. Let me get to a part where I'm going to mute that because I don't want to hear myself scrubbing. Let me get to a part where I'm showing something with my hands, maybe. Oh, I have the overlay shot. So I'll just throw this up here like this. Okay. So say in this overlay shot, I wanted to put some info on here to describe, sort of what it is, right, Luis? You're going to come over and I want to click onto my effects bin. So let me go to the edit page real fast. Click on the effects bin. Click on my favorites. And then I want to grab the, where is it at?
Mary Lou and I appreciate you calling us your favorites.
He's stupid. Where did I put it? Effects. Oh, I seen it. The thing is, there's so many in here that are free. Like, it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot. Oh, here we go. Text reveal, right? All I got to do is take this guy and put it on this guy. And bam. Like, that, come on, son. Come on. Come on. It's just too easy. Like, I don't know, fam. We deal with a lot of these things on a lot of different bases, but this joint is just way too easy. So is drop it in there. You can go in and make your edits. You can, change all of the stuff that's in here. You can adjust, your text that's in here. But just simply put, to do a move over like that, and then have your stats or whatever, like, you don't have to know how to do anything. You don't need any special, you can disable the animation. You can disable the shadow if you want. Like, boom, boom. You can change the backgrounds. Like, you can adjust how it dissolve come in, the perspective, the height, the width. So if you wanted to make it a wee bit wider, you can just do it that way. You have these animation scales, so you can adjust, sort of where they animate in and out from. You can swap the start and stop. You have height control. Like, there's so much into here. Like, it's kind of insane. But all you do is come over here, click on the text, and then change this to whatever you need to change it to. You want to change the background color. You can do solid color. Bingo. The one thing in DaVinci that pisses me off, this does not close automatically, and you get error messages if you click off and don't hit OK. I need the color palette to just stay floating because I do that a lot. But yeah, you can just come in. If I wanted to pick the color that's off my key, it won't let me do that. Let me do it this way. I can pull.
Question is that particular text plugin thing, is that in DaVinci itself, or is that one of the
that was from Mr. Alex
downloads?
That was from Mr. Alex.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But yeah, it's super cool. Like, I don't know. You can put that as a background image instead if you don't want to use that. Like, if you have a background image that's your brandy. Let me go inside the Creators and Stuck folder and see if I can find a background.
I wish I had a couple of dollars for every time I heard you complain about that color palette.
Dude, thank you. That color palette sucks balls, son. It just does. So I could pull it in like that. That was a really horrible situation, but I could pull in a image. I needed one that actually had some gradient to it. But yeah, I'm sorry, Paul. That color palette thing sucks, bro. It gets on my damn nerves. This is just cool, man. I don't know who invented this. Well, I know Mr. Alec did, but it's really cool how it works. I don't know why it won't let me turn off auto resolution. There you go. So yeah, this is just really cool. You could even bring the opacity down, come up with your own stuff. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of cool stuff in here. You can generate backgrounds. You can do like depth effect. You got all myriad sort of stuff that he has in here. He has face cameras so that you can put your face in one of those holes and then have the, sit it on top of the other footage, right? So if I was to bring this up to the top, I could just grab this little face camera, this one right here, pop it on that clip. Hey, did I miss? There we go. And now my face just circled my nose. Yo, why it got my nose in there?
Picking and grinning.
It's actually pretty funny. I think I have to adjust that inside the mask or in the mids. Oh yeah, you can enable shake and stuff. You can put borders on there. Let's see. Oh, they have different versions too, just built in, which I think is cool. Yeah, this is so crazy. I don't know, dude. He just crushing it with this thing. Let's see. We want to do this. My head is a little bit too large for this. There we go. Yeah, so it's good. It's good. I'm just saying, go play. The thing that's cool about DaVinci is you can play with it for free and then find out that you're in love with it and then go to town. It's good.
Have you used the, did you get the keyboard or did you get the control panel thing?
I got this.
Okay.
This thing rocks. This thing absolutely rocks. Oh, Gigi, the voiceover thing is so good. The voiceover thing is super, super good. That's actually one of the best parts about this. Let me select all of this crap and delete it. And not delete Paul and Mary Lou. I don't want them to get mad. I will grab this and just drop it onto the teammate lead name. Okay, so right here in the center, there is a microphone. I'm going to hit it. And then you can cue it up and then you can record. You can select your mic settings, again, right here. And I'm going to do 3-second countdown. And I'm going to do Rodecaster Duo. That's correct. And I'm going to record the voiceover track. And I don't really care about monitoring anything. And then we're going to say, boom, let's go. Oh, you know what? Let's just make this real. Let's make this real. Okay. Hit the button. Record. Did I press record? There. This Anker charger has not only USB-C but USB-A ports. It only weighs about 111 grams and it delivers 112 watts of power, which means it would charge anything with this simple cord, which is interchangeable, of course. You can just pack it, carry it, easy slip it into your backpack. But if you're looking for a really killer travel charger that works in many, many countries because of its built-in voltage regulation, look no further than this $24 Anker. Bam, right? Come to here, hit the little command B, bingo, bango. Wrap this up backwards, bingo, bango. Now, here's where it gets sexy. Click here and go 9x16. Okay, that'll fit. I know that it'll fit now. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm good to go. I also can take both of these clips, copy them to the Clippy board, right click, new timeline, project settings, format, use vertical resolution, create, paste the old timeline into the new timeline. Then I'm on the cut page. And where did I get the other one from? Was it here? It was this one. Actually, let me do something. I'm going to do it this way. Project settings, use vertical resolution, save it. There we go. Then I can press this so I can see what the hang I'm doing. Close the inspector. Grab the side and then big in it like such. And I have me a reel out of a video that I was fixing to already make. Like that simple. And then, like, because, well, I don't know if the free version does this or not. I think this was something that Paul and I were talking about, Paul C. But I could click upon this guy and go, do I have to be in the edit page? You can click on it and say, make a new transcript based on the audio clip, right? If you put music in, you could tell it to find the music beats. You can normalize the audio levels so that you can get, set up straight for YouTube, hit YouTube and hit go. It's going to automatically fix the audio levels. Like, I'm sorry, these little free editing programs do not do all of that. And yeah, I'm finished with the voiceover situation. I can turn that off now. And now I'm ready to rock. I want this one muted. Okay, good. We don't need that voiceover sound. And then, let me see. If I were to press on, my brain is tripping right now. Why does this not fit? Media pool. There's a little transcriber dude. It's transcribing the audio. Built in. You don't have to go to another app. So, again, something that's super cool, right? I have my audio transcription. I could actually edit the rest of the video based off of this voiceover. So if you screwed something up, you could actually come in here and highlight this section right here and then be like, yeah, I want to delete that part out. You know what I mean? Or you could just cut those words. So again, these are just things that you can't really do with some of the other tools that are out there. So I think this thing is actually pretty dope. Let me hit create subtitles from audio. And then we're going to do subtitles from the font. single lines, and we're gonna call that a day. And then boom, I actually got subtitles there.
Does it create an SRT file?
Yep. I mean, transcribing is an SRT file. You know what I mean? So you
I didn't know if it had the timing and all that in. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so when you go to export, you can just say export subtitle, right? And it's SRT, or you can do without formatting, with formatting, VTT, TTML, or DaVinci's, special titled situation, right? So you can just send those to the timeline. And yeah, so then you can come in here and you can cutify this whole track section up like whatever you want. So yeah, it's just dope stuff, bro. It's actually dope stuff. What is up, Mel? How are you doing? Yep, all in DaVinci, and I think everything I showed you, you can do in the free version of DaVinci. Paul got the anchor link. Yo, that thing is dope. Have you updated videos using the new teleprompters? I don't. No, I'm gonna say no. I don't read teleprompters ever. I can't stand it. My brain don't do that. my brain is too jacked up for telepromptering. I appreciate the people that can do it. I can't do it. I'll be like, "Hi, I'm Velvet Jones. Let me introduce you to my new New York Times bestseller, How to Be a Hoe." Like I can't. It's just no. It's just not my thing.
Oh my God.
Why are you laughing, Gretchen? Do you know who Velvet Jones is? From Eddie Murphy. Sorry. Doing this road. Oh yeah, the Florida heat. Luis is busy moving, so he must be extra hot right now because he's moving boxes and baby stuff that's not baby stuff because Aiden is a grown ass man now. Like
you forget that the very first Saturday Night Live happened when I was in college, and we actually Bob was living in a house with a bunch of guys, and we had a huge party for the very first Saturday Night Live.
Wait, you know Bob all the way since college?
Oh God, yeah, I met in my second week at college.
Good Lord, that man is a hero. He's been putting up with you for that long?
My dad said I majored in fraternities.
Tell Bob that he gets an extra shot today.
From that first Saturday Night Live, from then on, it was like, yeah, we would go out, we would go to the taverns, we would go play pool, whatever we were doing on Saturday night, but we all ended up back at their house for Saturday Night Live every Saturday for years.
We used to watch it. You had to sneak to watch because we weren't supposedly old enough to watch it. So we used to sneak back down to
I had Rosanna Dana down good, and I had Lily
God.
Tomlin down in the chair. I did a whole routine on that one time in the big chair.
I love her. Hi, I'm Rosanna.
My name is Edith Ann.
Yo,
when they did the
anniversary,
when they did the anniversary show for Saturday Night Live, and I was watching that, it brought back so many memories because I remember I was in college. I'm the same age as Gretchen, and I was in college, and I remember being in bed. I came home. I don't know if I think it was a combination of being high and drunk. And I got home and I was in my bedroom and I was watching this show. I had no idea what it was, turned the thing on. I'm watching this, and all of a sudden they do one of their quote commercials.
Oh, the fake
and
commercial?
I think it was called Replace a Dad or something like this, but it was like this family sitting there, and then all of a sudden the father basically dies, and they had this guy come in, and he's taking the place of the father with the kid, and I'm like sitting here going like, oh my God, what have you done to yourself? I thought I had like OD'd, I was like losing it, and then I realized what was going on.
Oh my God, dude, that show is so good. Rich said Gretchen was probably at the filming of Animal House in Oregon.
Okay. So Animal House was based on my husband's fraternity, on Bob's fraternity. He was a Delta Tau. No, yeah. So
Bob is so
I don't know if
cool.
I don't know if I have party pictures from toga parties, but I participated in toga parties.
Dude, we used to rock toga parties. We did toga parties at our club.
And
Ryan
then
we had you're dropping Velvet Jones, showing your age, and your birthday's coming up next month.
Between the toga parties and dressing up as Ralph and Trudy Sasquatch for Halloween.
Yo, God.
Yeah.
I think my favorite two characters to ever come out of Saturday Night Live, well, actually three. Eddie Murphy doing Gumby. Hi, I'm Gumby, damn it. Like, I used to do that in high school all the time. And Rosanna
Yes.
and Guido Sarducci. Hi,
Oh.
this is the Father Guido Sarducci, and I'm a for the Lord. Today, we're going to do a Defana de Popa and a de Pizza Contesta. Okay? First, you get yourself a de pepperoni de pizza, and you look at it closely. Look, you can see there's a popa there, there's a popa there. Oh, no, there's a bell pepper. Like, oh, my God. Father Guido Sarducci was my favorite thing because
So
I was
good.
trying my damnedest to get out of Catholic school back then. And he just reminded me of this dude that we had for religion class. And I swear, Father Totoni was just like freaking Father Guido Sarducci. That dude was probably getting high in the rec turn.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's such a good show. That is such a good. And there's a there's a movie called Saturday Night, and I believe it's on Amazon Prime, and it's like the mockumentary, or I guess a mockumentary about the show. It's oh my God, I forgot about Mr. Wheat. Oh my God, Mr. Wheat was
Buckwheat.
so good. Where he had now this is called music, but they had the buckwheat version. 1, 2, 3 times the matey.
And Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Mr. Kill my landlord. CILL, my landlord. Oh my God, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You hear that, children?
Yeah,
That was a 22.
And I remember watching the very first Coneheads. The very first Coneheads.
Oh,
It was
Coneheads
just
great.
like,
You think of all the movies that came out because of Saturday Night Live, and it has produced some of the best comedians in the world. I think the biggest heartbreak for me was Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman was so good. Oh my God, he was one of the best characters. And I think because I had not really seen him in anything other, the first time that John Hamm was on Saturday Night Live and he was funny and not Don Draper, like the first I knew of John Hamm was Don Draper. Now, of course, I've seen all myriad things after. But to find out that dude was freaking comedian and like an improvisational actor, and he can do straight, he can do funny, he can do dramatic, and he can do Pete Sweaty and the Sweaty Ball.
Sweaty balls. Oh my God.
But
that's one of my favorites.
This is hard. Okay. This is the hardest thing, and it's kind of almost painful to say this, but hands down, the two best players in Saturday Night Live history, Kristen Ritt and Kate. Oh my God, what's Kate's name? She plays the cat lady in the videos. Oh my God, what the heck is her name? Kate McKinnon. She has a range that is unstoppable. And one of the funniest things ever is when they're talking about Close Encounters and the aliens come, and she's doing this country lady right here.
Oh my God.
Yo,
That's so good.
Yo, this thing brings tears to my eyes. Kate McKinnon, yes. Oh, Sweaty Balls was Alec Baldwin. It wasn't the Sweaty Balls one. It was the one where he's doing Christmas. John Hamm is doing something for Christmas, and they're like doing like a QVC style bake sale or something, and he can't keep a straight face. And oh my God, it's literally one of the best. Yeah, the comic genius that came from that is just, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's 100%. Like some of the best of the best of the best. I mean, even Chris Rock, like people forget about that. Like Chris Rock was just so good. Just so good. I think Phil Hartman was more crushing to me than John Belushi, and that's because there was like the second one. I think the John Belushi one was big for me because it was at the time I was in school, and me and my friends were all about Blues Brothers everything.
Oh, Blues Brothers. So
Like
so
we
good.
were all
They
about
so
Blues
good.
Brothers everything. We were all about Animal House, and like the stuff that John Belushi was doing back then. But I think I was too young to understand what a loss that was. But then when Phil Hartman died, I was like, bro, that was just
His Samurai Chef.
Oh, Gretchen. Oh, hold on. Chibwege! What? Pepsi. Coke? We don't have Coke. We have Pepsi. Pepsi. We don't have Coke. Pepsi, damn it. Chibwege, Pepsi. Cheap. Oh my God. One of the funniest skits with like no writing. Like that skit has about 27 words and it is the funniest thing. Chibwege!
I think the big thing with Saturday Night Live too was it was like one of the first shows that started pushing the limits of the censors.
Yes.
And so they had no constraints. And so they would just do stuff and they didn't care. And it was like if they got their hand slapped, they got their hand slapped. And,
And they took Laugh-In a step further. I mean, Laugh-In did a lot of stuff, but then they brought people from Laugh-In into Saturday Night Live. I was Elwood and Blues Brothers.
Rich said, fun fact, I was Elwood in the Blues Brother tribute band in high school. Rich, when we go to camp,
video.
I need to see this, Rich. I need to see this. And Merry Christmas, Todd. Merry Christmas. Good to see you here. Oh, my God, Rich, I got to see that. Like, boom.
Who else could be that?
Yeah, right?
Rich.
You got that, Ryan? I saw this shirt and I was immediately in love with it because I love Kill Bill. Oh, actually, you know what we used to sneak and watch when we were kids, and this was kind of even before Saturday Night Live kind of popped off huge, was in the East Coast on Channel 5, late at night after Carson, they would play Benny Hill.
Oh.
And I didn't even understand half of those jokes, but I knew I probably wasn't supposed to be watching it, so I watched it. Benny Hill was like, yo, that dude was next level. I would love to get some Benny Hill remastered somewhere on like a DVD. And to this day, I could just, that saxophone riff, but that show would be canceled in the credits today. He'd be like, hi, the Benny Hill Show, off the air. Sorry, the FCC would no longer allow this program to be shown on your network. That show would get canceled.
Ant races.
Bro, but Benny Hill was some of the funniest on TV. Oh my God. And I remember we had to sneak downstairs and watch it on, I don't know if you guys remember Kmart and like department stores like that used to have like little teeny black and white TVs that would be like $150. It was small plastic, probably like 13-inch. You could just carry it wherever. So we used to steal that joint from my grandpa's car and go down to the basement and plug it in and just watch Benny Hill. And Benny Hill was the bomb. Oh my God. I was like, yo, this should not be on TV. And that's all we would talk about in school was like Benny Hill. Like, this should not be on TV. It's terrible. I'm sure there was all kind of myriad cracking ups that happened. All right, gang, I got 20 minutes until class messing around with these two. I had just enough time to get a coffee in my body and then be back.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you guys for coming through. Really good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Paul, sunset is upon you, so I'm glad you made it back inside the camper. But most of all, like after
with Mossies.
Listen, this 30 days. Oh, Todd said there's a Benny Hill Blu-ray complete set for $220. I'm gonna have to look this up. I wonder if they have it at the library, because that would be funny. The libraries be having some crazy off-the-wall stuff. I would just go get that and watch that one weekend. I don't even think I could let anybody in my family watch it. They would be offended. He used to do some really horrible Asian jokes in that show. Anyway, fam, thank you for this. And Paul, thank you for the push on the Da Vinci thing. Like, today being day 29 out of 30, it's amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Came through. I really love it. Again, I can't wait to get it. Oh my God, Rich, come on, gangster. Yo, look at Rich. Yo, that is so sick. All right, I'm gonna save this for class. I gotta go get my coffee before class. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, Rich, for sending the pitch. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Gigi, good to see you whenever. And when are we going to Cancun again, Gigi? Damn it, I'm ready. I am ready. All right, family. Peace out. A-Town Stomp.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.